Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fabulous. I'm excited because it's a Tuesday. That means we have
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Yeah, Tuesdays with Charlie coming up. You stole the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. So that's always fun. And he's going to be in the studio to do it, so that's always fun.
How cool is that?
I know.
I like it when he's in the studio.
I know. I do, too. Hey, coming up, we've got...
Makes it way more funner.
It does. It always does. We've got a quote here from Anonymous. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Anonymous. I like that.
All right.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It's a nice quote. And we've got more fun stuff coming your way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Are you paying a bundle to the cable company? Cut the cable and save with the all-new ChannelSurferTV.com. We've added several solutions that could save you money every month. We have Dish TV options and Internet TV solutions that start from just $20 a month. We even have an HD TV antenna for $30 to get the local channels with no monthly fee. Learn more at ChannelSurferTV.com. We'll do our very best to find the perfect TV solution for you. ChannelSurferTV.com. Movies and TV with a low monthly fee. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, October the 17th. That means it's Hard-Boiled Guy Day or Hard-Boiled Girl Day.
What?
I know. I don't get it. It's also National Cupcake Day, National Pharmacy Technician Day, Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity, World Menopause Day, Black Poetry Day, National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day, National Edge Day, National Pasta Day, and Wear Something Gaudy Day. Now, some of these might have been yesterday because I had these kind of jumbled up, but I think those are all today. I think I sorted right.
I'll celebrate the pasta and the cupcakes.
But not together.
Yummy.
Pasta cupcakes don't sound good. But
No, but you have pasta and then have cupcakes.
oh yeah, now that sounds good. Coming up, we got some special stuff to get to. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Here's Luca from Luca's Boutique. Tell us about the items we'll find at Luca's Boutique.
We have 100% Italian design and Italian made leather goods, artisanally made by artisans, for example, that are commissioned by Gucci, Prada to make bags. We use the same artisans because we know them.
You'll love the fine Italian styles at Luca's Boutique. Leather purses, belts, and more. Learn more at fineitalianstyles.com.
This is Luca from Luca's Boutique, and we have fine Italian styles.
fineitalianstyles.com.
John and Heidi.
We've got your brain on drugs coming up in a bit, but first, a Swedish study found that divorce might run in someone's genes. So they're saying divorce is genetic?
No, I think what's saying is divorce usually happens from what is caused in someone's genes.
So they're saying divorce has started in genes most of the time? And they're talking about your blue jeans. You know what? I think a lot of the time...
Keep it in your genes.
And a lot of the time, divorce is started because of somebody with a wandering eye. And how sad is that? Because most of the time, if you would just give the attention that you're giving to somebody else, to your loved one, your spouse, you could probably have a happy, strong marriage.
Amen.
I mean, look at us. My wife over here, I give her hugs and kisses all the time, and I smooch her, and I have no interest in other women at all. I mean, there's nothing they can give me that you can't.
You have to say that because I'm sitting right here.
I don't have to say that. I'm just saying. I've had opportunities, and I just haven't had... Oh, all the time. and I just say, I'm not interested.
It must be the new hat you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Would you leave me alone?
Gotta beat him off with a stick.
Yes, I have to bring pepper spray everywhere I go. Like, back off.
I'm married. I'm a married man.
I was just asking if you wanted to have more
What
iced tea.
fries with that?
So what you're saying is you don't want more iced tea? Or, I'm not sure. I'll quit coming to your table now. All right, we've got your brain on drugs coming up.
John and Heidi.
Each day at this time, we talk about people doing dumb things under the influence, but addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs help, there's a toll-free number you can call.
1-800-438-0380.
That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. A man left his pregnant bride-to-be in tears at their wedding ceremony. This is like a week ago Saturday. after he was detained for drunk driving the night before their big day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good. The man was taken into custody late Friday night after he was stopped by police at a DUI checkpoint. The wedding, though, was put on hold. The wedding reception went on without him. They already rented everything. They're like, hey, they're going to get married later.
We're going to party. Come on over.
Let's have a party. He's locked up because he's a knucklehead.
How embarrassing.
That is so crazy. You'd think that he could have gotten out on parole for his wedding or something, but apparently that's not how it works.
Usually it was something like that. It's just an overnight
stay,
and you're let out in the morning. So this must have been more than a first offense.
I have no idea. All I know is I read the story and I thought,
unfortunate.
Well, kids,
poor chick.
That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen. Adam Sandler has a new film. It's a Netflix film. I think his last one was a Netflix film too, wasn't it? We watched it had some other guy in it. Who was it? There was two people and they blew up a boat and pretended like the guy died.
Oh, I don't know. David Spade was in it.
Was that David
movie
Spade?
Was horrible.
Well, it was. I wouldn't say it was the best movie
It was horrible.
Ever. So apparently Adam Sandler's doing like direct to Netflix films, which back in the day this would be like direct to DVD films. So that's typically not a good thing.
That's usually not good for the career.
But it has received 2 stars from critics.
2 stars.
How many stars are total?
Out of 4, I believe.
4 or 10? 5?
5.
I don't know. It's called the Meyerowitz Stories. Adam Sandler's new Netflix film, The Meyerowitz Stories, received 2 stars from critics. Here's the thing, though. I've usually not agreed with critics.
No, I usually don't either.
Maybe I will on this. Who knows? Also, actor Craig Robinson.
I don't know who that is.
I think he was in Hot Tub Time Machine, and I think he was on The Office. Anyway, he lost 50 pounds.
Oh.
If I'm thinking of the right guy. Anyway, it's actor Craig Robinson lost 50 pounds. I think that's who it is, the guy that I was talking about. And I believe he was the one that was in the movie that says, Nobody Tells DJ Request What to Play.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's actor Craig Robinson. Anyway, lost 50 pounds. That's really cool. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. Call 800-430-8328. 800-430-8328. Drug Watch Hotline is a marketing firm that represents lawyers jointly advertising their services. By calling Drug Watch Hotline, you agree to receive calls by legal service providers.
John and Heidi.
Now your scoop of the day. A study by Ohio State University found that students are more likely to cheat in classes that are boring. Did we already talk about this?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I don't know. I probably wasn't paying any attention.
We are more.
I was bored.
We're more likely to repeat stories that are boring. I don't know. Maybe I didn't already read that. Hey, the president of Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan. I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
I've not heard of that either.
Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan.
Alrighty.
The president of Turkmenistan gave Vladimir Putin a puppy for his 65th birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that the appropriate thing to give anybody as a gift?
Yeah, that's probably not something
Because
you give
what if-
somebody because they have to care for that.
Well, and the thing is, what if he's allergic to puppies? Or what if he's not allowed to have puppies in the place that he's living? I mean, he probably is. He's, Vladimir Putin. He's in charge over
He's
in
gonna
Russia.
do what he wants.
It's not like he's renting a apartment that they're going to say, oh, no puppies allowed. I don't know. Maybe that's how it works. Anyway, I just thought it was fun to say Turkmenistan a couple of times. And I probably said it wrong every single time.
Everybody likes a puppy.
Yeah, puppies are great. 84% of Puerto Rico is still without power, at least when I got this story on, looks like Thursday or Friday. So sorry, I'm a little bit behind on my stories. And sadly, it says after 3 weeks, they had no power, no drinking water, and things were still not doing too hot down there. So I don't know what more we could do. South Korea says they are prepared to bomb North Korea's electric grid if they get attacked. So we already found out that South Korea is at the ready. They say they're pointing all their armament.
You have to retaliate.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, and they're going to lose. I don't know what in the world he's thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bad idea. China has practically phased out the use of cash in their country. Everything is all done now, apparently, on cards and stuff.
Yeah, and I've seen that they are putting like little chips under your skin so you
What?
can just like wave your hand over the top of a sensor. Yeah,
I
there's
don't
no
like
way
that.
I would do that.
No, that's a
Never,
bad
never,
idea.
never.
Can you put it on my key fob or something? I don't want you sticking nothing under my skin. Israeli police have detained a dozen teenagers in a, quote, horror clown craze. They have clowns pranking the towns and frightening people. The police fear that the pranks could cause a violent reaction. This, again, is in Israel.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
It is
if
a
somebody
terrible
came
idea.
at me dressed as a clown,
Yeah.
they would get shot.
Well, she carries. She's got a concealed carry permit.
It
So,
is dangerous. And, there are a lot of people who do. It's a
Pistol packing
bad
Heidi.
idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
And especially in Israel, I think everybody carries.
Well, that's a war-torn country. There's
you don't want to jump out at somebody dressed as a clown when somebody's got an AK-47 on their back.
I don't know that they walk around.
They do.
With that,
I've seen they ride bikes with those things strapped around them.
Well, I don't think everybody does.
But
There
a
are
lot of
some
them
who
do.
You just want to make sure you
I'm
don't
just telling you.
scare people that carry
that was a bad
open
idea.
carry like that. Yeah. Hey, if you're thinking about scaring people in a clown outfit, quit thinking it. It's a bad. I'm just saying it's a bad idea. Hey, this is an interesting story. O.J. Simpson lost 100 pounds during his last 2 years in prison. So he was on the I'm in prison and I can't eat whatever I want diet. So maybe that's what I need to try. You just need more restraint. I have no willpower.
He still looked a little heavy to me when
but he
got
lost
out.
100 pounds, so he was a lot more heavy when he went in. So that's interesting. Leonardo da Vinci, did you know that there was, in addition to Mona Lisa, there was a male version as well? Like Mori Lisa? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been Lisa. I don't know what it was. But it just says Leonardo da Vinci's male version of the Mona Lisa is expected to fetch $100 million.
Holy cow.
Yeah, $100 million. I don't even know what it looks like. That better be a nice painting for $100 million. I'm just saying. And with prices like that, I'm going to take up the art of painting. So couple hundred years from now, my original Drunken Heidi paintings can fetch $100 million. Here's a Drunken Heidi. This is when she was drinking wine. Here's a Drunken Heidi, and you see behind her a pile of beer cans. Fetch your Drunken Heidi while you can. All right. It's going to do it for our scoop of the day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Your credit score really matters when it comes to credit cards, home loans, and car loans. It makes a big difference in whether or not you qualify for the best rates or even get the loan. But did you know that your credit score can also affect the price when you get your insurance too? Many people never even check their credit score, but sadly, errors happen all the time. CreditRepair800.com would like to help you repair your credit and make sure you have the best possible credit score. Get the details on how our program works at CreditRepair800.com. That's CreditRepair800.com.
And it's time right now for something we do every week. It's one of my favorite things. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing great.
Man, you sound so close.
Isn't that fantastic?
With the modern marvels of technology. Oh, wait, no. He's sitting right here. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm right here in the so-called studio.
The so-called studio. So, what kind of cool stuff we going to learn about today, Charlie?
Hey, did you know that table tennis is the most popular indoor sport in the world?
I did not.
You know what table tennis is?
Yeah, it's like ping pong.
Okay. I had to get that one out of the way because it's out of order here. Did you know that pilots that run these commercial air only fly between 9 and 14 days a month?
No kidding. I suppose they got to take some time off and rest and relax and stuff.
And then here's something that goes along with it. Blunder trophies, you know what they are?
No, what's that?
They used to be given to pilots who made ridiculous mistakes. I'd like to be sitting at some guy.
Wow.
Look at my trophies here.
Well, that's fantastic. What's that for? Well, this one here is when I missed the runway.
Hopefully they don't display those in the cockpit as passengers are coming on.
They should actually make them wear those like as badges. So, you get like, oh, why do we have the flunky pilot? He's crashed 8 times this last month.
I remember some of these pilots passed with A's and some with D's.
Yeah.
You can still pass with a
They're
D.
still pilots.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, then Rudolph the reindeer.
Yeah.
Okay, assuming Rudolph was in the front, there are 40,320 ways to arrange the other 8 reindeer.
No kidding.
I've never thought about it.
Huh. Somebody did, though.
That's sad.
Yeah, he's kind of...
Some guy needs to get a life.
He's like, working over the lunch hour again, Charlie? Yeah. What's you working on anyway? Oh, don't worry about it. Get away from me.
And then I've told you this before, too, that reindeers like to eat bananas.
I've been told that. I think that's kind of cool. I'd never seen a reindeer eat a banana.
Hey, you don't have a cat. But anyway, if you have a pet cat, if you pet a cat. Well, that too. So if you pet a cat 70 million times, you will have developed enough static electricity to light a 60-watt light bulb for a minute.
For how long?
A minute.
Well, who's going to do that?
And which no-life loser did that study?
And what's that cat thinking?
Working over the lunch hour again? Oh, wait, we already did that. Why'd you bring your cat this time?
Hey, then I got a state law for you here.
Okay, what's
so
that?
Don't go to North Carolina.
Oh, what's going on in North Carolina?
Because you can't plow a cotton field with an elephant.
I would have loved to have been there when they had to enact that law because somebody did that. You know somebody did that.
Sorry, we're not going to let you do that anymore. New state law.
Hey, then, if you care, the surface area of an average-sized brick, like you build a house with brick, is 79 centimeters squared.
Oh.
That's if you care.
Well,
I don't care, but I thought maybe you would.
I did. Now I know.
Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what's that?
It is impossible to pass gas slightly if you remove the hair around your butt.
What?
So it'll be loud if you remove the hair around your butt?
Well...
You must have removed all the hair around your butt.
Let her rip, Charlie.
Hey, my theory is if you're going to do it, let everybody know.
No keeping secrets with you, huh?
No.
Well, that's a little more than we needed to know.
No, it isn't.
Okay, hey, you ready for your question?
Got one for me?
Yeah. Okay, where was Winston Churchill's mother born? Because he's the British Prime Minister.
Do you know who Winston Churchill is?
Yes. Winston Churchill.
He was a British Prime Minister. Where was his mother born?
In England.
No, in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, Winston Churchill's mother was born in Brooklyn. How cool is that?
And then she went to England?
Apparently.
Holy mackerel.
She became British, but first she was Brooklynish.
Was she a hooker?
I don't know. Believe it or not, as much as you'd think they would have put that in here, they did not cover that in this.
Well, from New York, you know. Now, don't all you people from New York call in either.
Yeah, sure. His name is Charlie, Charlie. All right. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure, especially when you come in the studio to chat with us.
Yeah, it's much more better this way.
Well, we'll talk to you next week, Charlie.
I'll be here.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can with a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
Are you paying a bundle to the cable company? Cut the cable and save with the all-new ChannelSurferTV.com. We've added several solutions that could save you money every month. We have dish TV options and internet TV solutions that start from just $20 a month. We even have an HD TV antenna for $30 to get the local channels with no monthly fee. Learn more at ChannelSurferTV.com. We'll do our very best to find the perfect TV solution for you. ChannelSurferTV.com. Movies and TV with a low monthly fee. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Officials in Portland, Oregon had to drain 8 million gallons of water from a reservoir back in 2011 because a guy who was 21 years old got buzzed on drugs and peed in the water reservoir. So it's like the city's drinking water. He got up there and peed in it.
Okay.
8 million gallons of water they had to drain out.
I'm sorry. It would have been pretty diluted.
Still, would you want to drink it? Yeah. I wouldn't.
There is no way you would even know. Anybody would even know that it had happened.
8 million gallons of water drained because of one dude.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey,
that
fun
is
fact for you, Heidi. We're only going to get one fact if you keep debating the first one. Can we get to the second one?
Sure.
Your job is to say...
What's that, John?
Thank you. There's a basketball court above the Supreme Court known as the highest court in the land. I don't believe that's true.
I don't know that that's true.
That can't be. I think this is one of those... I'm going to mark that as a questionable fun fact. It kind of sounds like something Charlie would have snuck in here. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you start counting at 1 and spell out the numbers as you go, you will not use the letter A until you reach the number what? 1,000.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I think you've said that before.
I think I have too. Couple of fun facts for you right there on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Are
Are you struggling with addiction or alcohol problems? If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help, and your insurance may offer coverage.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-438-0380, 800-438-0380.
Now, your word of the day. The word of the day today is hamartia. Hamartia. Have you ever heard of
never heard that
hamartia?
Word. No.
It says it's a noun, hamartia.
Sounds like an awesome drink, like
hamartia.
something you would order when you go to a bar.
That's not what it is, but it makes me smile that you think that's what it is. It is a tragic flaw in character. It says, the Paula Jones and Monica Lewinsky cases may very well be examples of President Clinton's hamartia of the wandering eye. Hamartia. Apparently that's a
I like my definition better.
Yeah, I think a hamartia sounds like you put... I'll have mine on
fancy.
The rocks.
Sounds like something that'd be on fire.
Yeah, I want mine on the rocks. I have a hamartia on the rocks. Hamartia. Anyway, this is our word of the day.
Here's Luca from Luca's Boutique. Tell us about the items we'll find at Luca's Boutique.
We have 100% Italian design and Italian made leather goods, artisanally made by artisans, for example, that are commissioned by Gucci, Prada to make bags. We use the same artisans because we know them.
You'll love the fine Italian styles at Luca's Boutique. Leather purses, belts, and more. Learn more at fineitalianstyles.com.
This is Luca from Luca's Boutique, and we have fine Italian styles.
fineitalianstyles.com.
Now some weird news for a Tuesday. For those of you who are big fans of Breaking Bad, you're going to love this. This would actually be a really, really funny thing to do, but I think it's getting old, so quit doing it. The people who live in the house now, they own the house in which Breaking Bad was filmed. There was I think it was Walter White's house, maybe. I don't know whose house. Anyway, they had to install a 6-foot fence to keep fans from throwing pizza onto the roof. I've got a link to a story on our Facebook page, but they have to put up a fence to keep people out. Apparently there was an episode. I'll have to ask our son. He's a Breaking Bad fan. I've never even seen a single episode.
No. I can't say that. He had me watch the last episode, so I've seen the end.
So you know how it ends?
Yes.
Did it end well?
No.
Okay.
No, it didn't.
So anyway, there's an episode where somebody throws a pizza on the roof of the house, and now people stop at this house, and they fling pizzas up there. And this is nonstop.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would get so old so quick. It'd be like, why did we move into this house? You'd think that maybe it would be a better use for that house, but they're putting up a 6-foot fence to keep people out, so hopefully that'll help. This has been some weird news brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Now your moment of duh. Tyler Tyson, age 19, and Owen Ladarzone, I probably said that wrong. Anyway, he's 18. They were arrested after they refused to pull forward and park when they were waiting for food at a Taco Bell in Florida.
I know people who do that.
Who? Not me.
No.
Okay.
Not you.
I was going to say, you looked at me like when I was a kid, my dad refused to pull forward.
My sister-in-law's father-in-law. My sister-in-law's father refuses to pull forward. I adamantly refuses to pull forward.
You're going to have to tell me more about this because I don't know who you're talking about. Your sister-in-law would be my sister, and that would be my dad, too. So,
no.
Oh, somebody else.
My other sister-in-law.
Okay. It's just, I'm all kinds of confused. Anyway, they were told to pull forward and park. We'll bring the food to you. They refused to. Cars behind them were getting upset. Everybody else was going to have to wait. One of the customers behind them saw that they weren't moving, so they called the police. They spotted the duo walking around the parking lot yelling obscenities at people when the police got there. They were arrested for disturbing the peace, also charged with resisting arrest, and as an added bonus, their car had bogus license plates, so they could be facing a big fine. So if you're breaking the law with bogus license plates, why not just comply with every single thing that you are asked? Why would you cause a big scene to where the police have to be called? Not a smart idea. Anyway, now you got to tell me who this father-in-law thing is.
I will.
I've got a link to this story at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
your credit score really matters when it comes to credit cards, home loans, and car loans. It makes a big difference in whether or not you qualify for the best rates or even get the loan. But did you know that your credit score can also affect the price when you get your insurance too? Many people never even check their credit score, but sadly, errors happen all the time. CreditRepair800.com would like to help you repair your credit and make sure you have the best possible credit score. Get the details on how our program works at CreditRepair800.com. That's CreditRepair800.com.
John and Heidi.
Always love it when it says wacky but true. That's what this says, Heidi. Wacky but true. Driver said car chase was on his bucket list. This comes from Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh,
a man was
boy.
pulled over in Des Moines after a pursuit, told state troopers that, hey, I'm sorry, I wanted to be chased. It was on my bucket list. Just trying to get the old heart a pumping.
That is a bad idea.
Yeah, if you have that on your bucket list, phone ahead and let them know what you're doing, because I'm sure somebody would comply.
They'll meet you somewhere safe so that you're not endangering pedestrians.
There was a little old lady.
I'm sure some cop would be glad to chase you around a little bit.
Do you remember the story? This 93-year-old woman that had it on her bucket list to get arrested,
Yeah,
and the police came.
that was very sweet.
They came and they complied. They arrested her.
Yeah.
What did they have her do? She jaywalked or something. So they came and arrested her, and then they drove her back home and let her out. But I thought that was kind of cool that they would do that, because she's like,
fingerprinted her, and
she's like, I've never been arrested. I always just thought that would be really an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's
so.
funny.
This guy had it on his bucket list to get pulled over after a high-speed chase. So how'd that go for you? We've got some good news coming your way.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with some good news, and I think this is good news. This is actually something that Heidi sent me, and I think The Rock is like one of the coolest people out there.
Isn't he just neat? I
He
see
is,
lots of cool
yeah.
stories about
Well,
him.
here's the headline. Sick grandmother brings a cutout of The Rock to the hospital, so he sends the cutest response to her. If you don't know who The Rock is, let me explain. A guy by the name of Dwayne Johnson. He used to be a professional wrestler, and he went by The Rock. So now people call him Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And he is just one of the he's like a heck of a nice guy. One of the
Just
coolest
one of the
dudes
nicest
ever.
guys,
He really
yeah.
is. So he got an email explaining that this grandmother, Judy, is sick with cancer. She was being moved into hospice. And the email went on to tell The Rock that Judy just loves you so much that she has a life-size cutout of you in the hospital with her, and asked the celebrity to give her a shout-out. So there's a photo. It's just adorable, by the way. I've got a link to this on our Facebook page. There's a photo of her, and it looks like she's holding his hand, but it's just a cardboard cutout, so it's his cardboard hand. The universe works in amazing ways, and I am so glad I got this email, says The Rock in an Instagram video to his followers. He goes on to grant Judy's every request, and it is absolutely adorable. So if you get if you get a chance, I'm trying to say chance and check at the same time. If you get a chance, you can check out the video on our Facebook page. And it says in the caption, it says, "Strong Judy, you sexy tiger. We're all sending you and your family love and light during this time, and I'm an extremely grateful man that this email reached my eyes. This kind of stuff will always be the best part of fame. Thank you, universe." And that's from The Rock. How cool is that?
Isn't that great? That's just the greatest response ever to
Yeah.
something like that.
And again, I think it's really cool that they sent that, and it's really cool that he replied back. If you'd like to see that again, it's at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our good news comes your way, courtesy of Luca's Boutique. They are online at fineitalianstyles.com.
Time now for the bonus break on the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. We've got a special guest joining us today. We've got CJ from Keystone Meats, and we're going to be talking about Cookbook Month. How you doing, CJ?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Fantastic. We appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, and I think it's kind of fun that there's a month for cookbooks, because this is something that until you actually have a cookbook, you don't really appreciate it so much. But once you get one and you try some new things, it's like, wow, how awesome is that? I get to try all these new and fun and exciting things.
Exactly. And what's great, too, is that you have this kind of a collection of recipes that you can go back to. And for National Cookbook Month, which is all month long, of course, we're celebrating by talking about recipe shortcuts. So we want to make these recipes you have even easier with some hacks and tricks and tips. And that's what we're doing with the Cookbook Month. We're going to create a cookbook that really celebrates Keystone recipe-ready meats recipes.
That's really cool. And the fun thing is, with Keystone Meats, you can take a regular recipe, and just make it a whole lot easier because the meat's ready for you already.
Exactly. That's what we love about these recipes, is that we want to keep them convenient, quick, and simple. And with Keystone, that's our main goal. We just have 2 ingredients in the can, pre-cooked meat and some salt, and then you're good to go. And all you got to do is warm it up in some cases, and you have the recipe ready. And that's really what we're trying to do with this Cookbook Month, is make a recipe for. Some people just don't have the time anymore. Make an elaborate recipe from a cookbook. So we want to make those recipes that sometimes take a little longer, make them a little shorter, and make them a little easier.
Now, do you guys have some recipes on your website for Keystone Meats?
Oh yeah, we have plenty of recipes on there, and we're going to be adding more. But definitely some recipe hacks, as it were. And for example, we have a few on there that you can check out that make some dishes even easier. For example, the chicken peanut pad Thai noodles. It's made way easier with Keystone chicken. Just mix a few ingredients to make the simple peanut sauce, add the chicken, and then pour over noodles, and you're good to go. Another one, I'm a big fan of this one because I love a good pot pie. It's the easy turkey pot pie.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the quickest recipe you can make for the family without really having to sacrifice quality or anything. Only 4 ingredients, and then you have Keystone turkey meat ready to go, and you put it together in minutes, literally just minutes.
So what are the other ingredients you put in there? That sounds really good.
Oh, for the pot pie?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the ingredients, again, it's just 4 ingredients. You got a can of Keystone turkey, a couple of pie shells with the top crust, 2 cups of turkey gravy or chicken gravy, whichever one you prefer, and 2 packages of frozen or a can of mixed vegetables. And then put it all together, wham, bam, you're done in about 40 minutes of baking.
That is awesome. That does sound really simple. Well, I'm going to take a look at the recipes on your website, and is that KeystoneMeats.com?
That's right. And right now we're doing a Keystone's recipe contest, and we want everybody to get involved. And it's great because there's not only voting going on, but there's chances to win some really cool prizes. How it works is consumers will be asked to vote daily for their favorite recipes. And then when you do, you'll receive 1 entry to the contest where you can win free Keystone Meats for a year.
Oh, wow.
A whole year of Keystone Meats. So, yeah, you will be set to make all kinds of recipes. And consumers will also be able to suggest their own recipes, which will earn them another 10 points in the contest. So that's like 10 entries. And the winner, which will be randomly selected, will, have a better chance to win if they do have more points in the contest.
Well, that's cool.
And the grand prize winner gets a year's supply of Keystone products, which includes the meats, soup bases, and broths. There's 3 runner-ups, and they'll be chosen randomly to receive a Keystone sample pack, which consists of one of each of the meats we have, as well as some soup bases and broth. And also at the end of the campaign, which is really cool, which is my favorite part actually, we'll be making the first Keystone recipe-ready meats online cookbook, which we'll share with all the people who participate, and you'll have that in time for the holidays, so you can keep all those big meals you make for the family that are visiting really easy and really quick.
That's a great idea. And if you want the cookbook free, all you got to do is submit a recipe, and you might even be in there.
Yeah, submit a recipe or vote for one. Anybody who participates, you'll be getting that online cookbook. And yeah, we want to have everybody come on by to KeystoneMeats.com and also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Keystone Meats, because that way you'll be able to keep in the know about the contest. And again, this is for National Cookbook Month, all month long.
All right. I'm going to throw a link to it on our social media to make it easy. Thank you so much, CJ.
Well, thanks for having me. I always appreciate it.
Absolutely. Again, CJ is with Keystone Meats and their website, KeystoneMeats.com. And like I said, I'm going to throw a link on our social media to make it really easy. If you've got a recipe that you think might be a really good contender for their cookbook, I think you should submit that. I've got a few. I'm going to have to go and upload those. Again, you'll find the link at Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.